So, happy Friday, everyone. We'll start with some nice big arm circles. Get our body nice and warm, nice and loose. We'll switch directions of those circles. And we'll switch arms. Start to get blood flowing. Our major joints loosened up, our back, our chest. We'll switch directions. Good. Now we'll do some swings in front of us. Loosen up your chest, loosen up your back. Might give a little extra squeeze and twist in there. Now we'll work into our low body. Start with our leg swings, working side to side. Pulling with the outside of our leg, and then the inside. And we'll switch sides. And we'll go back to that original leg, and we're gonna go forward and backwards. Start to fire those hip flexors, feel it into your core. And we're also working our glutes, hamstrings, try to increase your range of motion as we kick more each time. And we'll switch legs. Good. Now we're gonna work into our hip hinges, really try to loosen up those hamstrings into our low back. So I want your feet shoulder width apart, weight in your heels, and then I just want you to hinge at your hip, pushing your butt to the back wall, keeping good distance between your tailbone and the crown of your head, and then we'll just return up. We're gonna do this movement about 8 times. Again, trying to increase that range of motion. Try and lengthen your hamstrings each time. You should really feel them pulling at the bottom of this exercise. Good, 3 more. And after these, we're gonna transition right into our squats. You may want to widen your feet just a little bit, but you don't need to. So only difference is we're now sinking our butt down, trying to get our thighs parallel to the ground. Make sure you're holding resistance in your inner thighs and your knees aren't caving in towards each other. You can really control your pace down. And try and increase that range of motion. I'm gonna give you guys about another minute to stretch anything that needs a little bit of extra love while I explain these exercises. So the whole workout is gonna be 7 exercises, so I'm just gonna hit you guys with them all right now. And I'll give you reminders as we go through. But that first exercise is gonna be an RDL to a high pull. So you can use one weight or both weights here. For our RDL, we're doing that hip hinge that we just worked on to loosen up. What you're gonna wanna do is hold your weights with your palms facing your legs, and you're gonna keep your weights as close to your legs as possible. And all we're gonna do is hinge down, trying to keep our back rigid, nice and straight, shoulders pulled back. Just go as low as you feel comfortable. You really should be about mid-shin. And then we're gonna fire our glutes and hamstrings till we're standing straight up. Sorry, my paper flew away. And then once we stand straight up, we're just gonna do a high pull. So we're engaging those traps to pull those weights, then we return them down, RDL, high pull. After that, we'll drop our weights, get on the ground for bicycles. So hands go behind our head. Think about holding an apple between your chin and your chest, and then we're just bringing opposite knee to opposite elbow. Nice little ab workout there. Next up exercise will be row to a frog hop. So you can do this without your weights if it bothers your shoulders or wrists to be in your high plank with those weights in your hand. But we'll get in our high plank position, so hands under shoulders, feet extended out, pressing through your heels to activate your glutes. And we're gonna row one time each side, elbow stays in tight. Then we're gonna hop our feet up wide, just stand. We don't stand all the way, we're just gonna put ourselves upright. We're gonna stay in our legs, weight return down, hop or jump your feet back, row, row, hop, hop. After that, we'll stand up, curtsy lunge to bicep curl. So our leg's gonna go behind and to the opposite side. We lunge down. As we return to center, we'll do a bicep curl, and we're alternating legs here, curling both arms each time. Then we'll go end up back on the floor, and we're gonna do plank swimmers. So for swimmers, we're gonna be in a low plank, so on our elbows, but same idea, butt down, pushing through our glutes. Then what we do is reach one hand straight out, and we act like we're swimming. I think it's called a breaststroke. Reach your hand out, nice big swim, act like you're pushing against water, alternating arms. So we'll be there for 30 seconds, and then the final exercise at the end of the pyramid will be glute bridges. You can, again, take any variation you need here, but feet will be shoulder width apart, completely in your heels. If you want added resistance, you can lay this across your hips, but we're just gonna push up through our hips using our shoulders and elbows as a point of resistance to lift our hips to the ceiling, return down, tap, and fire back up. So those are the 6 primary exercises. And then I'll explain squat jacks when we get there. Those won't be incorporated every time. But the first round is just gonna be 30 seconds RDL to high pulls, then we'll hit those RDL to high pulls again and add bicycles, and I'll tell you guys what we're adding every time, okay? So, we're not gonna have long recoveries between rounds, but we'll get a nice about 2-minute recovery once we reach the very tip top of this pyramid. And then before we start our descent again. So I'm gonna get the timer ready. I want you guys to grab your weights. And we're meeting for high pulls here in 3, 2, 1, and start. So weight is in your heels here, and I want you on the outside edges of your feet. So your big toes can be lifted off the ground here. And before you do the high pull, I want you to be sure you're standing up nice and tall with the core engaged, so you can really think about working your traps. Good. Quick second to recover. I'm going to set the timer, but we're going again. Let's start. 30 seconds, we are in the same exercise. And then in 30 seconds, we'll meet on the floor for bicycles. So these first rounds are really going to seem quick, but you'll see as we get going how the addition of exercises kind of slows things down. But we're going to get tired of doing these RDL to high pulls, but we're on the floor now for bicycles. So on our back, chin, holding an apple between your chest, and push through your heels for bicycles. Think about the part of the body we're working here. Feel your core, Feel your obliques as you rotate. Breathing through it. Good. We are hopping back up for RDL to high pulls again and start. So we add this time our row to frog hops after we did those bicycles. The name of this game today is going to be tempo. You're going to want to feel like you can really fly through exercises right now, but meet me on the floor for bicycles when we will have been doing those high pulls for 6 rounds. You're going to be tired of them, but I want your rep count to stay the same. In 10 seconds, meet me in a high plank with your weights. We're doing the row to hops. Let's get there. Weights are under your shoulders, butts down, row, and then hop. Remember, we're staying low in our legs. We don't stand up. You can do a little hammer curl with those weights as you come upright, or you can leave the weights on the ground. That's just fine too. Good. Check, that round is done. Oh gosh, and I can't get the timer to stop. Okay, this time we're starting again, row to RDL, or RDL to high pull, sorry. We're adding our curtsy lunge to bicep curl, so we're gonna hop back up on our feet. Not tons of cardio today. High rep count, so we're working endurance in that sense. It's obviously more strength-based, but we will, of course, have some cardio. We're back down for bicycles. Really think about pushing through your heels. Feel like you're pushing those heels through sand. You can add resistance to this bike. Ten more seconds here. Good, meet me in the high plank, row to hop. You're gonna get really familiar with the exercises because we're doing them so much. So keep confidence in your movements. Know that even when we start to feel fatigued, you can push through them. Maybe you try to increase your reps, especially in that middle and last set. Good. We're on our feet, curtsy lunge to bicep curl. Make sure those weights go all the way down. We're not using momentum to swing them up. Good. Quick breather, about 3 seconds, and then we're back on top. Here we go. RDL is the high pulls. Weights stay close to your body. Feel those hamstrings lengthen. I want you to think about drawing attention to them as you lower. Good, weights down, bicycles. See, here's a good one where we can control our tempo and increase your rep count. As we get tired, because we have no added weight and it is a small movement. flipping over, row to frog hops. You can add some variety here based on what you want. If you want to double up on rows, you can do that. Work your back a little bit extra. You're in that plank for a little bit longer. If you want to double up on the frog hops, you'll feel your heart rate go up. Good, standing up. Curtsy lunge to bicep curls. Stay with it. In 15 seconds, we're back on the floor in our low plank for those swimmers, plank swimmers. Good, let's get there. Elbows under shoulders. Any planks we do today can be taken down to your knees as a modification. Really feel like you're going through water as you push that hand up and through. Good. Relax. We have one more round of everything, and we're at the top of the pyramid. So let's start. This is 3 minutes of work here. Oop, grab my shirt with my weights. Should start to really feel warmed up by now. Maybe you've already got a little gloss going. Good, bicycles. Let's do it. Push yourself here. It's for 30 seconds. Really crunching across your midline with those elbows. Holding the apple between your chin and chest. And flip over. Row to your froggy hops. Again, whatever variation you feel fit. If you want a double row, double hop, or just stick to the one-to-one. You're gonna feel your legs burning when you do those hops, but you don't let yourself stand up. But now we stand, curtsy lunge to bicep curl. We're over halfway through. Whew. Good. Low plank, plank swimmers. If you find difficulty in lifting one arm up off the ground, then just hold this low plank. That's just fine too. Or you can do hip dips. You have the option to add variety in your workout how you feel fit. Last exercise for this group is glute bridges. We go there now. You can string your weight across your pelvis, or you can go without weight. I just want you to be sure that those glutes are squeezing and fully firing at the top. You're pushing against your shoulders and against your elbows to raise those hips higher. 5 more seconds here, and we have some recovery. Good. Relax. All right, guys. So, we're at the top of the pyramid. Grab some water, maybe you're toweling off. We're gonna hang out here at the top for a little before we start the descent down. So, We're gonna do a little quick Tabata session. Then we're gonna hit all those exercises one more time, just straight through, not adding or anything, for about 45 seconds of each. Another quick Tabata session. And then we'll start our little descent. So grab your water. I'm gonna give you guys about 30 more seconds before we get into the Tabata. For Tabata, we're gonna do squat jacks. So I will explain those to you. Just the most basic way to do them is we hop our feet out, and as your feet are hopping out, you're squatting, touching the ground, feet in and out quickly. If that feels like a little bit too much on your feet, knees, hips, anything, then you can absolutely just take the variation of stepping out. So we're gonna work 20 seconds, relax 10 seconds, and we're gonna do that for 3 minutes, okay? We got this. Meet me there in 3, 2, and 1. So this is really the only cardio we've got going today. So I want you to push yourself here. Get that heart rate up, and then with our time off, really focus on your recovery, on slowing it down. Nice deep breaths. Good, relax for 10 seconds. Inhale through your nose, exhale out your mouth. We go again in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. 20 seconds again. We're almost there. Good, relax. Excellent work. Focus on your recovery before we jump back into it. 3, 2, 1, push it. Another place where you can control your tempo. Maybe you count your reps here to try and get the same number in that 20-second time frame. Relax. Whew, we're halfway through. We have 3 more rounds. We go in 3, 2, 1. Continue to work. Five more seconds. Keep pushing. Relax. Woo! Recover. 2 more rounds, you guys. 3, 2, 1. Push it here. Three, 2, 1. Relax. 1 more round. And we have a little bit to recover. 3, 2, 1. Last round. Tell yourself you can here. And relax. Hand recover. Woo! Good golly. Grab some water. We're still hanging out at the top here for a minute. So, we're doing our 6 exercises. Whew, sorry, trying to catch my breath. We're doing our 6 exercises for about 40, 45 seconds straight through here. So, no pyramid. You guys know the movements by now. So, we'll have about 15 more seconds, but then we're meeting for RDLs to high pulls for 40 seconds, okay? We go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really, in this round, think about mastering the movement. It's gonna seem a little bit longer because we don't have those quick 30 seconds with what has to be quick transitions too. We have a little bit more time to think about what we're doing, where we should be feeling it. I'm feeling those muscles work for us. Good. Set your weights down, meet me on the ground. We have bicycles here. Really try and get those legs nice and close to the ground. Push through your heels. We're almost there. About 10 more seconds. Good. Grab your weights again. Row to your frog hops. Good plank position. Good solid rows. Elbows staying close to your side. And then step or hop your feet in. Whatever is fit for you. We're over halfway through this. Five more seconds. Excellent. Stand it up. Curtsy lunge to bicep curl. Maybe this round you think about increasing the depth of that lunge. Ten more seconds. Good. Low plank here. Elbows under shoulders. Butt stays down. And we're doing our swimmers. Or maybe you're just holding your low plank here. As we lift that arm, try and not shift your hips too much. Keep yourself parallel to the ground for 10 more seconds. Good. Flip it on over for our glute bridges. Again, with or without weight. You can, of course, if you want, maybe you add chest press here. Take this workout where you need, where you want to work with the foundation of it. But no, you can change it. Good. Relax. So, we have a last. We're gonna go 2 minutes on top of this pyramid before we start headed down. So, same deal, squat jacks, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, but this time only for 2 minutes. So with that in mind, push yourself for those 4 bouts of work. They're 20 seconds. You can absolutely get through that. So we start squat jacks in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. 20 seconds here. Pushing. Decrease the time your feet spend on the floor. We're almost through this first round. Good, relax, recover for 10 seconds or a quarter of the way through. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Halfway through this round. Recover. Halfway through, my friends. 1 more minute of work. Last minute of cardio. Whew, let's go. Push it. Here. Good, last recovery here. Nice deep breath. Take it all in. We have 5 more seconds and our last round of squat jacks. Best round yet, let's do it. Increase your reps here. Halfway through. Push it. Keep going, 5 seconds. Relax. Whew. Recover, grab your water. We're about to start down the pyramid. So, instead of adding an exercise every time, we're gonna take one off. So first round, we hit them all, then it'll be 5 exercises after that, and RDL will be the first to go. So, we start on the ground this time, each round, with glute bridges, okay? Meet me there, and let's start. You should definitely have fatigue by this point, but push yourself through it. Make those muscles work for you. In 5 seconds, flip over for our low plank swimmers. Let's go there. You can absolutely do these exercises in a high plank. It's gonna add some difficulty for you, which isn't bad. After this, we hop up, curtsy lunge to bicep curl. Good, jump on up. Grab both your weights. You can eliminate the bicep curl if your arms feel really tired, or maybe you just curl every other. Five more seconds. High plank. Good. Let's get there. Row to frog hops. Keep your form, you guys. I want you to work to maintain your reps, but I'd rather you stay consistent with your form. Maybe that just means doing high plank rows. Good, flip over, bicycles. Almost done with these bad guys. Push through. The end is in sight. Good, hop up. For the last time, RDLs to high pulls. We're working all the way through on those last exercises. Don't cut yourself short. Good. Relax. Meet me on the floor. Say a little prayer. Those RDL to high pulls are done. But we're back in glute bridges. Let's go. Know that each working interval here is getting shorter and shorter. You got it. 5 more seconds. Good, flip it over. Swimmers, again, if you need this on your knees, definitely take that modification. But also be willing to push yourself. I know you guys have been doing classes for a long time now. You're capable of more than you probably think you are. Good, hop up. Curtsy lunge to bicep curl. Ten more seconds here. Then we have our row to hops. Good. Meet there. Weights under shoulders. Pushing through your heels. And feeling those little leggies burn for you. We're already halfway through this interval. Good. Flip over for the last time. Bicycles. Push yourself. See how far you can get in these 30 seconds. Last 10. Whew, relax. Stay on the ground now. We have glute bridges. Let's do it. Weights in your heels completely with these. Remember that. I want you to feel those glutes squeezing and activated fully at the top. You're continuing to get full extension even though your hamstrings don't want to let you. Good. Low plank swimmers. We got it. Keep the core engaged, your belly button pulled up to your spine, your ribs zipped closed. You're pushing through your heels to put some weight in your quads, which are strong. Good, hop up, grab your weights, curtsy lunge to bicep curl. We are so close, you guys. High plank, row to frog hops. Stay steady. Push yourself. We have, in all seriousness, about 3 more minutes of work, if that. Good, relax. I'm not gonna lie, I'm thankful those rows to hops are done. They're kicking my booty. But we're not done yet. We go for glute bridges again right now. We seriously have 2.5 more minutes of work, you guys. 3 minutes, you made it this far through this workout. There's no point in not pushing through the end. Taking yourself to that next gear. Good. Low plank swimmies. Swimming, swimming, swimming. Butt down. This is where our formal break with fatigue. I just had to do a little check-in with myself. We have 5 more seconds here. Hop up. Crazy lunge bicep curl. Be powerful as you come back to the center. We're working those legs the final time. Ten more seconds. Good. To the ground. Glute bridges. Let's get it. I guess we're not done working our legs. Just working our legs standing. Halfway through. Good. Low plank. Last time. Hold it out here through. Force yourself to finish this. Nice. Full range of motion strokes through those shoulders. Five more seconds. Good, flip on your back for the last time. Glute bridges. Best round here. Your final 30 seconds of work. Push through the time here. We're so close. 10 seconds. Oh, I'm shaking at the top. And relax. Fully, we are done. Grab some water. Couple deep breaths that will stretch you guys out. And you can call it a day. Because it's Friday, we're just gonna stretch on the floor so you don't even have to get up if you don't want to. We'll start in a seated position. Now we're gonna start with our arms. So we'll cross one over, pull it, feel the stretch all through that arm, back through your shoulder. Good, switch your arms. Now we're gonna stretch those triceps. So reach your hand down your back and you can pull that elbow back. Feel a good long stretch along the back of your arm. Down through your shoulder. Good, and we'll switch. Excellent work. Now I want you to interlace your fingers. Lift your palms up towards the sky. And make yourself as long as you can from the palms down through your tailbone. We're just reaching straight up at first. Now lean to your right. Feel a good stretch along the left side of the side body. It runs through your armpit, out through your fingertips. And then lean it to the left. Stretch your right side. And we'll go back to center. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Drop your arms, shake them out. And we'll flip ourselves into tabletop here. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. A little bit of cat-cow. So first I want you to press through your palms, tuck your chin, pull your shoulder blades apart, and lift and round your spine towards the ceiling. Hold there for a few seconds before you drop your stomach. Lift your forehead to the ceiling and squeeze your shoulders together. And we're alternating between cat and cow 3 or 4 times each. Take where you need. You can add a little sway here. Those hips need a little extra love. Maybe your mid-back does. When you feel good with those, we're going to move into child's pose. I'll have you connect your big toes. Spread your knees wide. Sit back onto your heels and reach those hands out as far as you can. Again, creating distance and length between your tailbone up through a straight spine, out your fingertips. Your forehead can rest on the ground here. Take some nice deep breaths here. Replenish your oxygen. Slow your heart rate down if it's still up there a little bit. And before we flip to our back, I'm gonna have us stretch our chest a little bit, our core, so you can push yourself through that child's pose. Lay your thighs flat on the ground. For cobra, as far as comfortable, you can bend yourself backwards to stretch through that core. Feel your chest stretch out for you. And whatever way you feel comfortable, I want you to twist yourself onto your butt and then on to your back. Once you're there, we're going to do our figure 4 stretch. We'll cross one ankle over your knee. If you feel the stretch here, by all means, leave that heel in the ground, but if you need a little bit more, grab under that thigh and pull your knee into your chest. Whew. The legs worked hard for us today. So definitely give them a nice good stretch. We'll switch sides. Try and mimic whatever you did on that first side on the second side. Good. Relax those legs down. Feet will be together on the floor, but then let your knees open in opposite directions. Feel like there's a weight dangling from each knee towards the ground, so it's really pulling them heavy open, giving your hips a bit of a stretch, some wiggle room. And now we'll zip our legs up, squeeze your knees towards your chest, hug them tight. And here you can definitely roll your head up, forehead to your knees, wiggle maybe side to side, back and forth. See if you find an area in your back that needs a little bit of extra love. And our final stretch will be knees together, ankles together, knees stacked over hips with your ankles in line with your knees, arms teed out, and nice rotation side to side. Feel your back rotate for you. You should feel it really through your low back, through your obliques. Keep that area from getting too tight. And I want you to go 3 to 4 each side. Nice and in control. Please, you guys, take a little bit of extra stretching if you need it. It won't hurt your body, but thank you for joining me today. I'll be back Monday, but I hope that you guys all enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you Monday.